Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to a new video of me, Fuzzball40. Today I'm bringing you, I brought you the Messi Player of the Month video on Sunday, I believe it was, and I want to just explain it again to you for you today. A few people are quite confused about who to buy and who not to buy, and I just want to sort of say my piece, and then that sort of gives you an idea of where you should be looking. The first thing that I want you to do, if you're new around here, is to subscribe. We had over 1,000 people watch that Messi video, 1,000 unique people watch that Messi video. If literally only a quarter of the people that watch this video today subscribe, because I know we'll hit about 1,000 views again, we'll reach my 1,000 subscriber goal for Christmas. That's a goal, and we'll be giving away a £50 gift card over Christmas on this channel. So, like, literally right now, just click the subscribe button, turn notifications on. Every day you get a trading guide. I've got a deep voice, I've got a big nose, nothing I can do about it, but I give you really good trading videos. Everyone in my chat will tell you that I give you good trading videos, so yeah, go ahead and do it. Let's go. But the thing about the Messi Player of the Month is you've got to be very, very careful, because everyone's saying to me, oh, I've gone out and bought 15 Rakitiches. When I asked them how much, they said, oh, 20k. I'm like, okay, well, he might go above that, because people, I think this Messi SBC will be extremely popular. But just be mindful what you're paying for him. So I'm going to show you what Rakitic is selling for at the moment. Actually, let me just show you my transfer pile first. My coins have gone down, there's a reason for that. We've got some investments already bought, but I picked up this Overmars earlier on for 415k, which is utterly ridiculous. The lowest in the market at the moment is 470. He sells normally for about 550. I've got this for 495 because I'm happy to take the profit at about 50. Obviously, sold about 50k, 55k. I'm happy at that. I've listened for 11 hours, so see what he does basically. But that is ridiculously cheap. So I was like, no, I'm buying him straight away, no debate. So I bought him. I've also invested in some of these guys here, some Rakitiches here for like 18k, which isn't too bad, I don't think. Maybe a little bit more than I want to be paying for him, but it's not terrible. It's okay. But that's the point. With that Rakitic, pardon me, that is the maximum I want to be paying for Rakitic. I don't want to be paying anything more than 18k, right? And let me just show you what he's selling for at the moment. The only one was 19, I think. He might have gone down slightly. No, he's not. He's about 19 still. Yeah, it's still 19. 18,750, 18 there. If we can get that one, I'll get it, but it's probably gone. Because my point is, during the like Black Friday, Lightning rounds and whatnot, he got up to about 20, 21k. Now, I think... oh my God, my nose is running. There we go. I think it's likely that the Messi SBC will require a Barcelona player. I just think that that's what EA do. Like, they might require Argentinian or a Barcelona player or something in that region, basically. And so I think Rakitic is a good shout. Purely based upon the fact that I don't necessarily think there'll be an 86 rated team needed. I think it might be like 87s, 88s and 89s. EA have got to try and find a way to make this SBC about 1.5 mil, roughly, I'd say. It's got to be more expensive than his 94 card, but cheaper than his 96 Champions League card, which is about 2 mil at the moment. So I think you're looking at 87, 88s and 89 rated squads. That's what I think personally. And Rakitic at the moment is 19. He might get up as high as 20, 22, 23, potentially. I wouldn't hold your horse on that one, bet on that. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It all depends on how they price it and how like in demand he is. But I would just be mindful that you're not overpaying on him. ZJ FIFA HT, thank you for the follow, bro. You just threw me a follow. It was live today. I was gonna rage you, to be fair, but I think you weren't. I think you just went off as I came on. But yeah, the other options you've got that are high rated for that team are quite expensive. So Busquets, for example, last I checked was in the 40s, well in the 40s today. Which you might have to use him. If an 89 rated squad comes out, you may have to use. Yeah, you might have to use him. If it's an 89 rated squad, you may have to use him. But instead of buying him, if you're an 87 rated squad, you might have to stick Rakitic into it. Or if his price spikes and you've got Rakitic sat there, or people have got Rakitic sat there, Rakitic can replace the expensive Barcelona player you need. But don't just invest in Barcelona players. La Liga players obviously are a good shout. Casemiro, I picked up a couple today for like 22, I think, on stream. He's about 25 at the moment, I think. Maybe slightly less than that, actually. Maybe I'm bang alright. It's about 25. No, it's even more than that. So he's at 20... It's probably about 26, maybe. Something like region 26. I picked up a couple for 22, so I'm happy with that. But he's an 87 rated card. He's La Liga. Messi's La Liga. It's a good shout. Just don't go and buy the same cards. And everyone keeps saying to me, oh, I picked up loads. And during the last promo, people were picking up cards and going, oh, they're not selling well. I'm only making 200 coins. I asked them what they paid for them. And like, oh, I paid like pretty much the high price. I'm like, no, you've got to buy them cheap. So if you really want to make coins here and you want to make huge amount of coins in terms of the Messi SBC, you're probably going to be prepared to sit here now and do like this and just go, okay, cool. He's selling for about 26. I'm going to sit there and try and snipe one because at the moment now, all the cards on the market are at the price they're going to be. So you've got to sit there and bang out snipes and try and get one. I'll go down like I always do to 40, see if we can get one. I probably won't get one. There's not that many people open packs. It's like 20 past 8 at night. I don't think that many people will be on. We'll go down to 40 and then we'll see. But you may have to do this. That's long and short of it. You must sit there and go, right, let me bang this out, let me bang it out, and try and get something, try and get something, try and get something. And you might get nothing, but you might have to do that. But then, the other option you have is, look at leagues away from La Liga. So, I was looking earlier on, and although Rakitic is quite cheap at the moment, this guy always drops off because he always gets packed like mad. Every single time there's an SBC out, Pjanic gets, every time there's like packs out, Pjanic gets mad packed every single time, right? And he's at 17s at the moment, 16,750. If this Messi SBC is anything heavy, you'll see him climb to maybe 19. It's not a massive profit, but I'm going to buy 3 of them, stick him on my transfer pile for now, and just see what happens with him. It's all trial and error. I don't know how popular this SBC is going to get, but he's 17k, whereas you've got Rakitic who's already at 19k. Now, the Rakitic might get to 23, but the Pjanic might get to 20. And then you've got less risk in the Pjanic because you're buying them cheaper. So, look at other leagues, look at that, and the most important thing you have to realise about this SBC, it's all going to come down to how popular it is. If EA overprice it and it's not popular, then people might not do it, so you might not see a massive rise. If it's too popular, you might see the market crash a little bit because people are trying to buy cards. If it's ridiculously popular, and someone earlier on was like, oh, if it's really, really popular, the price will drop. It won't drop. That's not true. If it's really, really popular, it's basic supply and demand. If there's X amount of them on the market, as long as everyone's not flooding them at once, there's the demand might not outweigh the supply, right? The demand will outweigh the supply, in my opinion. It happens very often when you see big SBCs. The base icon SBC was the strongest example of that. Everybody wanted to do that base icon SBC before when it came out, and all of them shot up. Casemiro was up at 27 at one point, so was Benzema. I think Casemiro got to 30 actually, if I'm not mistaken, when they're up to the price range. I think that's right. Pjanic got to 22, Rakitic was at 24 at some points. Like, it was ridiculous. So people are going to want to do that SBC. So for me, demand will outweigh the supply. But you can't buy too expensive. You may have to sit there and go, okay, cool, I've just bought some at 17. But I'm like searching 16 now, and just sit here for a little bit and hammer it out and go, okay, cool, this one's 16.5 there that I've now got. And I might list them up and I might put myself some pounds and leave them there for now. And just, I'll forget about these players exist. I'm trying to keep my trade part free to a certain degree this week, so that I'm not like covering my trade pass. I've got some space to trade. I went unassigned for the. Well, I was unassigned for what SPC was it? For the team in the group stage, and it went alright. I made a bit of profit, but nothing massive, nothing to write home about. And I was like, well, why have I gone unassigned? I could just keep them. As you can see, always do my league SPC trading. It's just the way I like to trade. But I want to keep some space on there. But I've got some players. I'm slowly building them up. But I'm not in a hurry to go and buy 15 Rakitics right now. I'll sit there and I will try and snipe these cards out, like for the next 3 days on stream. Just try and pick them up at 16s if I can, 15s if I can. I was picking Rakitics up, sniping them over the team in the group stage for legitimately about 10, 11k at points. But you're better off just sitting there trying to bang out these snipes and do what it is and see what you're doing and X, Y, Z. Other things to think about. People have been asking me, what do I think about Vidal and lower rated cards? There is nothing wrong with investing in lower rated cards if you get them cheap enough. So I understand people saying, what about Vidal? Because he's 84 rated and he's a lot cheaper than Rakitic is. I think there was a guy who commented on, I'll tell you now what the comment was. He said to me, what do I think of Vidal and Umtiti? Umtiti I'd say steer away from, personally. How much is Vidal at the moment? Is he ridiculously expensive? No, it's not too bad. We could have just bought him to resell straight away, to be fair. 6k. It could be worth that. I don't know what he normally sells for Vidal. I've never really traded with Vidal, to be honest with you. If I look for now, let's have a look for Vidal. I'll tell you what he sells for normally. Arturo Vidal. Wait, it loads up. 6'2" is what he says he is. There are times where he comes to 6'5". His low recently has been about 4'6". He's about, I mean, on Saturday he was selling for 5k. So he's up slightly already. So again, I'd be looking to maybe put it at that and to see if I can take one for 5.55 maybe. People again are probably gonna have to use him if they don't want to buy Rakitic. They've got a high rated, enough rated team. They might go, actually, let me just stick a down my team. Fine, cool, no problem. But it's more of a risky investment in my opinion, because I don't know if they're going to be an 84 rated team after his Messi. I don't think it's going to make much sense for them to do that. See, more stuff sold. These cards I just bought for like 1,500 coins. We double the money on them. So I'd be mindful of not just going for Vidal. Other things to think about. I told you this the other day. I'm going to tell you it again. Links. EA are probably going to make this quite heavy in links, in my opinion, right? So you've got to think about the players that are going to link to players. So Rodri, for example, is normally about 11k maybe. Might be a bit more at the moment. I know you all get annoyed when I don't like spam it with the RT, so I'm trying to learn to do it. Like, it's not my natural ability. But Rodri is a player that can link the Premier League to La Liga. He could be a really good investment. If you can get him cheap enough, let's get an accurate price on him at the moment. 11,750, right? And there's not many selling for that price. I would look to go down and get him 10.5s max is what I'd be looking for. You know you're making profit if you do that. There we go, he wants 10k straight away. Look at his fingers, mate. His fingers. I'll put him up there. He links the Premier League to La Liga. So people have got players that they want to... There we go, number 1, 10.5. If people have got players that they want to link to him, link to the Premier League La Liga, he's worth it. At the moment, I'm buying him on this. I think that's the one I just bought. At the cheapest price that he is at the moment, so that's fine. I don't mind doing that. If I do that, it's not too much risk. Also remember, I keep saying this, remember with these investments, Footmus is coming. If you don't hit it hard on these investments, and you don't make as much profit, don't rush your sales, you don't need to. Footmus, they'll sell. Cards will come out of Footmus. If EA do the usual thing they do, which is player SBCs, 2 a day, sometimes 3 a day at best, during the best Footmus promotions, if EA do that and hit it hard, they're going to sell. If they ever get a Rashford card, that thing will fly. And you better sell them then. So you've got the backup of Footmus. So think about the cards you're buying. In my opinion, summing it up simply is Barcelona players, yes. Rakitic specifically. Busquets could be worth it if you really wanted to. Ter Stegen perhaps, might be careful. Oblak's a good buy. Casemiro's a good buy. Benzema's a good buy. They're all not too expensive. All able to be sniped, right? Then think about lower rated Barca players. So you have Vidal, for example, could be an example. I'd avoid him Titi. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't go for him Titi. But Vidal's not necessarily a bad shout. Arthur could be a decent shout on that as well. And there's just a backup one. So if you get them cheap enough and you save them and they don't sell, they sell the Footmus. Fine. Bob's your uncle. If I need you right, you're happy to sell the Footmus. If they do sell now, then brilliant, you made profit. And if they don't sell, then as long as you're buying them at a cheap enough price, you're guaranteed to make profit at some point on them. It is sometimes you have to think long game and long term to make profit. That's how the game works. That's how life is. Then think about outside those leagues. Pjanic, people like that are cheap. Don't just go for the same ones I'm giving you now, though. Pjanic is a good buy. He's a really, really good buy, Pjanic. But don't just go, right, I'm going to now go buy Pjanic. Like, think about it, right. Pjanic is good, but who else is just like Pjanic is an 86 rated? Oh, Verratti. Why is Verratti good? Because it's likely to have an Argentinian requirement because he's Argentinian. Di Maria fits that perfectly. Verratti links to Di Maria. Perfect for Kem. Boom. But then Italians. So if I can link Verratti into Di Maria in a team, and people might want to link Pjanic then into maybe Bonucci, and then into a right back that's Italian. Think like that, and you'll start making coins better than you are right now. And then continue to think like the other links. Right, if it's La Liga, it's going to want, because Messi's a La Liga player, then okay, cool. Then Rodri. I think major nations, Brazil, Spain, England to a degree, could be done. I'm not too keen. I wouldn't be too keen on the England, not going to lie. France. Those sort of players that become easier to link, and that's how you're going to make money off the Messi SBC. And I didn't want to seem like I'm telling you guys what to do, but you keep asking questions about it, and I thought it's just better to get one video out to say, right, this is the players, these are the prices you should be thinking about, and this is how to buy those players and get them cheap. Like I said, lads, if you are new around here, please do drop me a subscription. If you can, it'd be amazing. Trying to reach 1,000 by Christmas. Like I say, it's just 1/4 of you that watches this video, drops a subscription, we will be doing a £50 giveaway. It's that simple. So yeah, please do drop the subscription down below, lads. I would really massively appreciate it. But that's it from me now, lads. I'm out. Any more questions, stick them down below. Come follow me on Twitch and Twitter. You can help me out there. But I'm out for now. Peace. Speak to you later.